Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing this monstrosity of a laptop that I have been using for 2 years, aka the Thinkpad 11E Gen 6. First of all, let's begin with the spot of your laptop people are going to see when they are in front of you. So this is the Thinkpad logo, this is the Lenovo logo, and this is the material quality. This is the backside. We have a Windows for Education sticker right here, the ThinkPad model right here, a bunch of screws and a bunch of gibberish. Now the right side of the laptop, here we have a thing I forgot the name of that allows you to lock the laptop in a place to prevent stealing it, but no one would want to steal this. We have a USB port, a micro SD card port, and a power on button. Now the left side of the laptop, the USB-C port for charging, which takes in 65 watts. It can also take 20, but when you give it 20 it will complain, and also 40 or 45. I don't think it will make a difference. We have a HDMI port, also the LED that shows up when the laptop is turned on. We have a USB port and also a mini jack port. On the back of the laptop there is nothing. And finally, this is how the laptop looks when it's open. Now, as you can see, the display is very reflective. Just look at my hand. It's in 2 dimensions. So yeah, I kinda can't show you it like this, but I don't think you can even see the huge bezel, so we will turn it on in a while. And also the keyboard, which isn't too good, isn't too bad. That's how it sounds. We have our, let me just rotate it for you, Intel Core M3 8th Gen sticker. We will get back to the 8th Gen. We have our Lenovo Education Series sticker and also the Thinkpad logo. As well, when the laptop is turned on, the eye on the Thinkpad is turned on. Okay, and now we're on the desktop. I have connected the laptop to a monitor and also connected my mouse and keyboard to it, so we can just work more efficiently. Let's call it that. But anyway, first of all, you may be wondering what specs do we have in here. And for that, I have a software called CPU-Z. So let's open it up. So this is our processor. It is an Intel Core M3 8100Y with a TDP of 5 watts. Mainboard, there's nothing of interest here. Memory, this is where it gets interesting. You remember when I said that we'll get back to the 8th Gen part? Yeah, we have DDR3 right here, with a whopping frequency as well. Now if we open up the task manager, we will see exactly that we're in a single channel. There is no place to extend the RAM as well, and the RAM is soldered. Plus we have a shitty speed, so you can probably tell that it's not going to perform very well with this CPU. Let's see what we have here. Supposedly there's a second slot, but I haven't seen it inside. Maybe it's somewhere hidden. I don't know. Also it has a nice serial number. Okay, yeah, this is our graphics. And that's about it. Next up, let's see how fast the NVMe drive in there that I have put can actually perform. Now the maximum storage you can put in this laptop is 256 gigabytes because the NVMe port is bottlenecked. I don't know how to call it. But yeah, let's see how fast it can be. These are the results. And before we proceed any further, I would also like to note that we are running a not so popular edition of Windows here. It is Windows LTSC. Now what is LTSC? It's basically Windows but without APPX apps pre-installed and without bloat. So if you were going to be using this laptop, I would seriously recommend that you actually use LTSC 10 or 11 if you want to deal with the sluggish UI. So now take notes of the battery life that we have here. It is at 51%. And why do I say that? Because we're going to do something the CPU doesn't like, aka web browsing. Yes please, this is a netbook. So we open up Edge and we're on DuckDuckGo. This Edge browser also, I have installed uBlock Origin, so it runs a bit better. But yeah, let's just say, I don't know, I want to read some news, which is going to just be cancerous. CNN, yes, let's go. Oh my god, it's already lagging. But yeah, it doesn't seem to run too bad. Let's check our resource usage. 63% of our memory, aka 2.5 gigabytes of RAM, still have a 1.5 of gigabytes left. But yeah, let's just say that, oh, I don't know, this looks interesting. I open it, I read it, oh, I'm bored. I want to play some games. So I go to Y8 and just see. Yeah, this looks cool. So I just open up this. Yeah, it won't work because my edge is hardened, but yeah, you get the point. I'm just opening up another tab. Now, let's say I want to use Discord. So I go onto Discord, and this is where real fun begins because it's going to be very laggy. So yeah, let's just open it, or let's say this is my name. Let's proceed. Of course, I'm human. Okay, Discord is loading and our memory is fading. Oh my god. So we have like 4 tabs, we have Discord open, we have like 2 news websites, one website which doesn't work, and now let's say I want to do some coding. So of course we're going to open up the Electron app, and let's see how much RAM we will have left. So this is some random thing I have right here. I'm just going to open up a random file. Oh yeah, disable sticky scroll, it sucks. Okay, yeah, looks pretty nice. I guess I can, this is not C++, but whatever, I don't care. And 82% of memory. We're slowly crawling towards page file, and page file is not going to be very good. Let me say that I want to browse YouTube, which is going to be suicidal. Just take a look at how much memory is going to waste. Oh my god. Yeah, what I'm trying to say here is that 4 gigabytes of RAM will severely limit what you can do. Because as you can see, our Edge browser is using this much RAM, and it's pretty good actually. If we add this up, then it's also good. And our Electron program is of course eating up RAM like crazy because it's Electron. But yeah, Microsoft Edge runs acceptably because, well, it's made for Windows. I wouldn't recommend you something like Firefox because, well, it's just less secure and eats up more resources for some reason. So yeah, for this laptop I recommend you use something like Edge, or maybe Thorium, I think it was called like that, which was a web browser optimized for AVX2 instructions. It ran pretty well on this laptop as well. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention something. You can't see Defender. That's because I have disabled it. With Defender, the laptop was just noticeably slower because our poor CPU, 2-core CPU with 4 threads, couldn't just keep up with Defender scanning every bloody file. So as you can see, Party Hard is running pretty good. I think we have 60 FPS. I don't know, I didn't install an overlay. But yeah, you can do this, I don't know, you can burn someone down if you want to. Yeah, it just works. Now we have Vampire Survivors. And it runs excellent, no lags, because, well, this is a pretty light game. You can probably run it on any Android phone you have. Now, of course, the game would probably run worse when there would be like 8,000 enemies around, but yeah, you get the point. And yeah, it was pretty obvious that this was going to just run good, because, well, this is another 2D game. By the way, you may have noticed that I have pirated those games. This is because, well, Steam and other launchers just force Chromium down your throat, so 4 gigabytes of RAM is... Now here we have Minecraft. As you can see, I'm looking at the village and we have like 60 FPS. If I look right here, we have 30. That's because in this direction there are a shit ton of mobs, so it drops the FPS a lot. And well, we have Optifine here with those settings. But yeah, I would say this is pretty playable as long as you don't have 300 chickens for some reason. Now, something to note is that, well, I'm playing on my server, so the CPU doesn't have to render the world, but if you were going to just play offline, then yeah, you would probably have a laggy time. And taking a look at our battery life, you can see that, well, it does its job. To conclude my unprofessional review, I will say that this laptop is good for people who watch videos, and for that I would recommend using GreyJ, because, well, it's just more light than official YouTube. What else? Write notes, write documents in Office, do spreadsheets in Office. Don't rely on web apps. They use native applications, maybe some Matrix client or something, I don't know. Yeah, I would say those are my most important points about it. I wouldn't buy it if I were you, but unless it's like the cheapest option you can get, then I guess it will do the job. But like, you won't really be able to do a lot of web browsing right here, since, well, this one has 4 gigabytes of RAM, DDR3 RAM. That's a big plus. But in this direction, you can have 8 gigabytes in here, but, well, it's still DDR3. You probably will be able to do a bit more than I was able to do in here, but still not a lot. The RAM is very slow. Another factor which may be limiting for some people is the storage size you can have in here. It's only 256 gigabytes, so not a lot for storing pictures or family photos or family videos, or I don't know, full-blown movies if you pirate them. And if you're going to be taking it outside to some unknown places, please encrypt it with a TPM chip and set a BIOS password so it's not as easy to wipe it. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for listening to this unprofessional review. I hope I helped someone with this one, and yeah, thank you, have a nice day.